Vanakkam, the monthly news bulletin of Yarl Marai Alai TV. News editor, Reverend Father Anton Stephen. I am Dilani Edward Nathan.
I am Jeriksha Judson.
First, the headlines. Arrangements made to bring the statue of Our Lady of Madhu to the Diocese of Jaffna.
Efforts underway to print an edition of the Tamil Missal to better suit the needs of the Tamil Church in Sri Lanka.
The annual festival of Kachadivus St. Anthony's Church to take place on the 24th of February.
The bishops of the Jaffna, Mannar, Trincomalee and Batticaloa Dioceses meet together in Vavuniya.
The Ahavoli Family Services Centre plans to conduct a matrimonial service.
The 39th death anniversary of Reverend Father Mary Bastian commemorated.
Now the news in detail. On the occasion of the centenary of the coronation of the statue of Our Lady of Madhu in the Diocese of Mannar, arrangements have been made to bring the statue to the Diocese of Jaffna too. On the 6th of April, the statue will be brought to the Diocese of Jaffna and kept at St. Mary's Cathedral, Jaffna. Comprehensive preparations are underway for subsequent visit of the statue to the parishes of the Jaffna Diocese, making this a profoundly spiritual event. In order to carry out these preparations, Right Reverend Dr. Justin Vinyana Pragasam, the Bishop of Jaffna, has appointed a committee led by Reverend Father Jebaratnam, the Vicar General of the Jaffna Diocese. A detailed discussion concerning this event took place during the meeting of the Council of Priests held on the 11th of January. In the meeting, the Vicar General announced that the statue will be carried to all the deaneries of the Jaffna Diocese, commencing on the 6th of April and concluding on the 30th of April.
A meeting of the bishops of the Jaffna, Mannar, Trincomalee and Batticaloa Dioceses, along with their respective Vicars General, took place on the 17th of January at the Holy Family Convent, Vavuniya. At this meeting, they discussed the activities that can be carried out collectively by these Tamil dioceses. Based on this discussion, steps have been taken to organize a Lenten recollection for all the priests and religious, and a residential training program for catechists, establish a research center for peace, print and publish more copies of the Holy Bible in Tamil, and to address the problems faced by the Tamil coastal fishermen of the north and east.
Efforts are underway to print an edition of the Tamil Missal to better suit the needs of the Tamil Church in Sri Lanka, replacing the Missal currently in use, which was prepared by the Indian Tamil Church. At the request of the Vatican authorities, the discussion regarding this matter took place on January the 24th at the Madhu Shrine, Mannar, under the auspices of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Sri Lanka. This meeting, presided over by the Bishop of Mannar, Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Fernando, was attended by the following members: the Director of the National Liturgy Commission, Reverend Father Indrajit, the Vicar General of the Jaffna Diocese, Reverend Father Jebaratnam, the Vicar General of the Mannar Diocese, Reverend Father Krisunayagam, Reverend Father Kingsley Robert of the Trincomalee Diocese, Reverend Father Anthony J. Raj of the Batticaloa Diocese, the Provincial Superior of the Blessed Sacrament Congregation, Reverend Father Chauhan, the former Director of the National Liturgical Commission, Reverend Father Susainathan, and Reverend Father Surendra Raja of the Oblates of Mary Immaculate Congregation. During the meeting, discussions focused on the current edition of the Missal used in Tamil churches in Sri Lanka, the minor differences between the official Roman Missal and the current Tamil Missal, and the changes necessary to adapt the Missal to the needs of the Sri Lankan Tamil Church. It may be noted that the Missal currently in use in the Sri Lankan Tamil Church was originally prepared exclusively for the Tamil Church in India.
The second International Research Conference on Christian Studies IRCCS 2, jointly organized by the Department of Christian Civilization of the University of Jaffna and the Asian Network for Public Theology, was held on the 1st and 2nd of February at the University of Jaffna. The theme of the conference was the role of religions in challenging times. The opening ceremony of the conference, chaired by Reverend Father Paul Rohan, the head of the Department of Christian Civilization, was held on Thursday, the 1st of February at the Kailasapati Auditorium. At this initial event, the Bishop of Jaffna, Right Reverend Dr. Justin Gnana Pragasam, participated as the chief guest. Other guests of honor were the Bishop of the Mannar Diocese, Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Fernando, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Jaffna, Professor Sri Satkunaraja, the former chair of the Global Network for Public Theology, Professor Rudolf von Zinner, the coordinator of the Asian Network for Public Theology, Reverend Professor Gnana Patrick, Reverend Professor Chandrakandan of the University of Toronto, the Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Jaffna, Professor Kannadasan, Venerable Professor Muva Attagama Gnanananda Thera of the University of Peradeniya, the President of the Jaffna District Interreligious Council, Sivasri Kirubananda Kurukal, and member of the Jaffna District Interreligious Council, Ash Shaikh Sufyan. After speeches made by the various guests, a cultural item entitled Sampathal was staged by the artists of the Centre for Performing Arts Jaffna. It was a drama modelled on the Natukuttu art form and received the appreciation of all. The proceedings of the second day of the conference were held at the premises of the Graduate Studies Faculty of the University of Jaffna. At this international conference, close to 75 researchers participated and submitted their research findings. At the end of the conference, they were awarded certificates of participation. Further, a conference declaration was formulated and announced.
With the aim of improving the catechetical knowledge of Catholic students in schools, the Diocesan Catechetical Centre has started preparing textbooks for the students. A meeting of the committee appointed for this purpose was held on the 29th of January at the Catechetical Centre, Jaffna. The meeting was chaired by the Director of the Catechetical Centre, Reverend Father James, under the guidance of the Bishop of Jaffna, Right Reverend Dr. Justin Gnana Pragasam. Decisions were made at this committee meeting to propose textbooks for the students from grades 1 to 11, covering the following subjects: the Holy Bible, the life of faith, the sacraments, and the commandments.
The statue of the former Bishop of the Diocese of Mannar, the late Right Reverend Dr. Rayapu Joseph, erected in Joseph Vasnagar, Mannar, was unveiled on the 7th of January. The event, presided over by the parish priest of Joseph Vasnagar, Reverend Father Rajanayagam, was graced by the presence of the Bishop of Mannar, Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Fernando, who unveiled the statue. In attendance were Member of Parliament of the Vanni District, Mr. Selvam Adekalanathan, relatives of Bishop Rayapu Joseph, several priests, nuns, and parishioners.
The 39th death anniversary of Reverend Father Mary Bastian, who was brutally shot dead by armed forces at St. Anne's Church in Vankalai, Mannar, was remembered on Saturday, the 6th of January in Vankalai. This event was organized by the Assistant Parish Priest, Reverend Father Pio Darshan of Vankalai, and Holy Mass was presided over by the Vicar General of Mannar Diocese, Reverend Father Krithunayagam. Following the Mass, the statue of Reverend Father Mary Bastian was garlanded and memorial events were held to honor his memory and that of others who lost their lives alongside him. In a noteworthy gesture to commemorate this day, the Bastian Community Development Association of Vankalai organized a blood donation campaign. Many persons actively participated in this event. It is to be noted that on the 6th of January 1985, Reverend Father Mary Bastian was shot and killed at St. Anne's Church in Vankalai, Mannar, and the people of Bangale remember and honor this day every year, since Father Mary Bastian is enshrined in the hearts of the people.
The annual festival of Kachaidivu St. Anthony's Church is to take place on the 24th of February, and preparations are underway to make this a true spiritual experience for the people. The preparatory meeting for the festival was held on the 23rd of January at the Jaffna District Secretariat, chaired by Jaffna District Secretary Mr. A. Sivabal Sundaran. Since this year, more than 8,000 devotees are expected from both Sri Lanka and India. Issues such as security, health, transportation, and food for the pilgrims were discussed. At this meeting, the Vicar General of Jaffna Diocese, Reverend Father Jebrednam, the Parish Priest of Delft, Reverend Father Pathinathan, the Divisional Secretary of Delft, Mr. Satya Sodhi, officials of the Indian Consulate in Jaffna, the Naval Regional Officer in charge, higher officials of the police and the army, and departmental heads were also present.
Reverend Father Jebaratnam, the Vicar General of Jaffna Diocese, has been appointed as a member of the Advisory Board of the Jaffna District Coexistence Organisation by the Honourable Vijayadasa Rajapaksha, the Minister of Justice, Prison Affairs and Constitutional Reforms. The event was held on the 15th of January at the Hall of Naga Viharaya, Jaffna, chaired by the Honourable Vijayadasa Rajapaksha. It is noteworthy that this recognition was given to Reverend Father Jebaratnam for his work as a member of the District Interreligious Council, Jaffna, to promote coexistence among people of all races and religions.
The Ahavoli Family Services Centre has made arrangements to conduct a matrimonial service to assist young men and women who are in search of suitable life partners. The director of the Ahavoli Family Services Centre, Reverend Father David, said that the application form for this purpose can be obtained at the centre located at St. Patrick's Road, Jaffna. Once the completed application forms have been sent to the centre, pertinent information will be published in the diocesan newspaper, Padha Kavalan, under the headings Groom Wanted and Bride Wanted. In these columns, only the following information will be published: age, religion, educational qualifications, occupation, divisional secretariat division, as well as expectations about the future partners.
The National ASIPA Commission, which fosters the growth of basic ecclesial communities in the various parishes in the country, held the quarterly gathering of its members on the 24th and 25th of January in the Jaffna Diocese. This gathering was organized by the Director of the ASIPA Commission for Jaffna Diocese, Reverend Father Joy Mariaratnam, and chaired by the Bishop in charge of the Commission, Right Reverend Dr. Noel Emmanuel. Commission directors from various dioceses, diocesan representatives, and members of the Jaffna Diocese ASIPA Commission participated in this gathering. The event commenced at the Pandatharipu Fatima Retreat House and was followed by parish visits, stage programs, and visits to historical places. During the Paris visitation event, the members of the National ASIPA Commission undertook a field trip to the Holy Family Church at Melbourne under the guidance of the parish priest, Reverend Father Arutchelvan. On the second day, the meeting of the National ASIPA Commission, chaired by Right Reverend Dr. Noel Emmanuel, was held at the Pandatharipu Retreat House, during which diocesan reports were presented and future plans discussed.
The first year commemoration of the late Reverend Father Edwin Soundara, diocesan priest and founder of the English language campus at Punnai Neeravi, Piramandanaru, was held on Saturday, the 13th of January at Kulamangal and Dharmapuram parishes. Holy Mass was offered and tributes were paid at the English language campus at Punnai Neeravi under the direction of the parish priest of Dharmapuram, Reverend Father Nixon Colin, and at St. Francis Xavier's Church, Kulamangal, under the guidance of the parish priest, Reverend Father Bhaskaran. Reverend Father Edwin Soundara had served as a lecturer at St. Francis Xavier Seminary, Jaffna for many years. In 1995, he went abroad and eventually joined the Diocese of Michigan in the United States, where he worked as a teacher of philosophy. It is noteworthy that, with the aim of enhancing the English proficiency of underprivileged students in the Vani region, he established the English language campus Punnai Niravi upon his return from the United States.
The 43rd anniversary of the establishment of the Diocese of Mannar was celebrated on the 27th of January at the Church of Our Lady, Queen of Martyrs at Thottavally, Mannar. The event was organized by the administrator of the Thottavally Shrine, Reverend Father Christu Nesaratnam, along with the Vicar General, Reverend Father Christu Nayagam. Right Reverend Dr. Emmanuel Fernando, the Bishop of Mannar, presided over the Thanksgiving Holy Mass, joined by priests of the diocese and the lay faithful.
A statue of Saint Isidore, the patron saint of farmers, was unveiled at the entrance of Swami Thotam in Alambil on Wednesday, the 17th of January. At this event, organized by the director of Swami Thotam, Reverend Father Jude Amaladas, the blessing of the statue was performed by Reverend Father Emil Paul, the parish priest of Alambil.
Applications have been invited for the Diploma in Counseling Training Program, which will be conducted by the Ahavoli Family Services Centre of the Jaffna Diocese. The director of the Ahavoli Family Services Centre, Reverend Father David, stated that those eligible to apply for this program are university students, teachers, priests and religious, those who are working in governmental and non-governmental organizations, and any individuals interested in counseling. This program of weekend classes will span 1 year. Application forms can be obtained from the Ahavoli Family Services Centre located at St. Patrick's Road, Jaffna. Those interested in enrolling in this course should submit their applications along with copies of the required documents before the 10th of March. It may be noted that this course is registered with the Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission, TVEC of Sri Lanka.
The safety locker at the Church of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Trincomalee was opened on Wednesday, the 3rd of January, with the permission of Right Reverend Dr. Noel Emmanuel, Bishop of the Diocese of Trincomalee. With the assistance of the parishioners, the vault was carefully cut open, revealing relics, that is, sacred objects belonging to 9 saints, as well as a gold chain. The parish priest, Reverend Father Jayaratnam, explained that this church had been established by priests of the Society of Jesus. According to him, evidence suggests that the locker was installed in the year 1977.
To end the monthly news bulletin, here are the headlines once again. Arrangements made to bring the statue of Our Lady of Madhu to the Diocese of Jaffna.
Efforts underway to print an edition of the Tamil Missal to better suit the needs of the Tamil Church in Sri Lanka.
The annual festival of Kachadivu St. Anthony's Church to take place on the 24th of February.
The bishops of the Jaffna, Mannar, Trincomalee and Batticaloa Dioceses meet together in Vavuniya.
The Ahavoli Family Services Centre plans to conduct a matrimonial service.
The 39th death anniversary of Reverend Father Mary Bastian commemorated.
Thank you for watching.
Vanakkam.
Audio Jungle.